from all of us at IIHM, many congratulations for making it to final, and may the best students win. But my congratulations for everyone who are participating, because even coming to the final is a very big event for you and us. So well done guys, and all the best. Thank you.
IIHM. For a great hospitality career, call 98310 50,000.
Recording in progress.
Dear students, wishing all the finalists of the USSEC-IIHM culinary competition all the very best for the final round. It was not an easy task reaching the finals. This is one of the first competition of its kind where International Food Product Organization has tied up with the Hospitality Management Institute to promote Soya. I'm sure you will all do exceptional work and your dishes will go to the International Hall of Fame of the USSEC International. All the very best.
IIHM. For a great hospitality career, call 98310 50,000.
Competition is the first step to success and glory. Till the time you don't compete, you will never know where you stand, and that is why you need to compete no matter what. Winning and losing is a part of life, and today I wish you all the very best in this USSEC-IIHM Soya competition. Go for it and all the best.
IIHM. For a great hospitality career, call 98310 50,000.
It's a wonderful day for all of us when the finals, All India finals of IIHM USSEC culinary competition is being held online, and this is an unprecedented competition. This is a competition which is one of its kind. The competition is such that one of the largest marketing organization of soya in the world, which is United States Soya Marketing Council, and at the same time IIHM have come together to basically increase the awareness about soya, to basically promote the use of soya in our daily life in the Indian context. And of course, it is also a very good idea to encourage the students of IIHM, the culinary students of IIHM, to cook with soya, which has been called a miracle food, one of the few miracle foods that we have. And over the last two rounds of the competition, we have seen such wonderful innovation coming out of the students of IIHM Pan India. And we are finally at the final day. And on the final day, we will, of course, be looking at very strictly, because this is the final. There were almost 500 students, more than 500 students actually, who participated in the prelims. And there was an interview, and then there was a cooking round. And after that, now we have come to the finals with the top 100 of the competition. It is very encouraging that there are many students who have participated, who are basically participating in two categories. So we have four categories: the starter, the Indian main course, the non-Indian main course, and the dessert. And many students have participated in two. I would not have been surprised if we would have allowed participation in more than two categories. There would be students participating in 3, 4. So because of that, we have more than 150 participants across these four categories. And we wish all these competition, all the IIHM students, a wonderful time cooking, and we will be looking at their innovation, we'll be looking at their organization, we'll be looking at utilization of ingredients. You all will be delighted to know that USEC has made available a large bouquet of ingredients that they had sent to us, which has been couriered to all the students, and the students will be utilizing those ingredients from USEC, be it soya milk, be it soya chunks, be it textured soya, vegetable textured soya, etc. And many of them, a total of 12 ingredients, defatted soya flour, fatted flour with fat, etc., have been sent to the students. The students will be making dishes out of this. There are 4 categories. Once again, there is a starter, main course Indian, main course non-Indian, and a dessert. And the students over the next 2 days, the 29th and the 30th, will be participating in these competitions. My best wishes to the students, and I am already proud of what the students have done till now, and we'll be looking at these students with a lot of awe and a lot of expectation to see what comes out. And of course, there are awards for all the toppers in all the categories. Top 3 awardees in all the categories will be getting cash awards. They will also be getting many other goodies that are a part of the competition. And in the end, I would say all the very best to all the students who are participating, who are the finalists of this competition. Do well, and we will be looking forward to your dishes. Thank you.
IIHM. For a great hospitality career, call 98310 50,000.
Good luck to all the participants who have made it to the top 100 in the USSEC-IIHM Soy culinary competition. Watching each one of you get the best out of life makes me so proud, and I know that you're going to do your best to go even further. Have confidence in yourself, and it will bring success and joy in your life. Good luck and best wishes once more.
IIHM. For a great hospitality career, call 98310 50,000.
Hello everybody, today is a very special day because in the next 24 hours our top 100 students from IIHM Pan India are going to be going ahead and beginning their competition, a very special competition, a collaboration which IIHM has gone ahead and done with USEC Soya Council. This collaboration is almost like close to now 2 months, where a lot of our students across all our campuses were a part of the preliminary rounds, and US Soya has been very amazing and helpful in going ahead and doing a lot of workshops for our students. The entire intent of this competition is to basically make the world know and Indians know the importance of vegan food and how much soya is in fact helpful for everybody's diet. So through this competition, all of us have also been able to understand what are the different kind of recipes and menus we can actually make through vegan and definitely through soya. The nutrition benefits of soya is so important, and I'm sure all of us who are so and in today's date, of course, giving so much of importance to our health, we know that how important the parameter, how much importance the soya as a food is in our diet. So this competition, wherein all our students have participated across all our campuses, went through different rounds, and tomorrow and day after happens to be the finals. So I would like to basically thank the USEC team for giving us this great opportunity to all our students, and of course the entire team. They have been incredible, and so has been the entire team of IIHM, the IIHM Hyderabad especially, who has in fact gone ahead and curated this together with USEC. I have to say say a big thank you to my colleague, Mr. Ernest Emmanuel, who has been kind of, taking care of this entire collaboration with USSEC. And of course, Dr. Bose, sir, you always go ahead and give us excellent opportunities. And this opportunity again has come to all of us and our students. And finally, I have to say a huge, all the best to all our students, all our top students from across campuses who are the finalists for tomorrow and day after's competition. May the best chefs win, and definitely let's go ahead and basically, promote a very, very beautiful earth with great sustainability and definitely with great food. So Soya is the term, and all the very best students for the USSEC-IIHM Soya Council's competition. All the very best. Thank you.
IIHM. For a great hospitality career, call 98310 50,000.
Wishing each one of you contestants all the very best for the USSEC competition starting tomorrow. Each one of you top 100 is already a winner for us. It's not about winning or losing, it's all about participation, and you have really made it. So wishing you all the very best. Do well, give it your 100%.
IIHM. For a great hospitality career, call 98310 50,000.
Wishing all the finalists of USSEC-IIHM Culinary Competition many congratulations for making it this far, and more importantly, the very best of luck. Perform your best for the competition now as the finalists. Best of luck from all of us, the entire family of IIHM Goa.
IIHM. For a great hospitality career, call 98310 50,000.
Thank you very much, and I'm very, very pleased to be part of this group and address the esteemed team and students and all the members of this competition. I'm coming here from a very sunny morning here in beautiful New England. We're going to be expecting a heat wave, but we will manage, and I will probably stay most of the time outside. When I heard that the International Institute of Hotel Management now is joining with the U.S. Soybean.
All right, very, very good morning to everybody from the Bangalore studio. How's everybody doing? This is Sanchari Chaudhary from the Bangalore studio, and with me I have my lovely colleague, Samantha. Samantha, how's the day looking like?
It seems to be a very exciting day, ma'am. And if it is anything to go by the competition that we had yesterday, we have a lot of amazing things to look forward to today. Yesterday, our students used soy in such amazing and creative ways in the starter category and in the non-Indian main course category. And I was wowed by some of the dishes. They came up with soy corn dogs and soy crepes and things that we would never have imagined.
Yes.
I'm excited to see them sweeping us off our feet today as well. And they will be competing in the morning in the Indian main course category and in the afternoon in the desserts category. So a lot of wonderful things to look forward to today, ma'am.
Absolutely, very, very exciting, because just like you very rightly said, yesterday was in fact the first day of the USSEC-IIHM Soya Culinary Competition, the iconic event that we have been waiting for so many months right now. A very, very amazing, iconic collaboration with USSEC Soya itself. And I think so much of exposure and opportunity has been given to all our students, and our top 100 students are now competing. And yesterday being the first day of the event, we have seen such amazing creations already. And today happens to be the second day and of course the final day. where the students are going to be competing on the desert plate and also on the
Indian
main course. So before we move ahead and of course have our career director, Chef Khan, coming over and talk, why don't we go ahead to Dr. Kavita Reddy, who is of course a very, very world-acclaimed nutrition specialist, and also she's a representative from USSEC. Talk to the students and of course wish them all the very best. All the best to you, Kavita ma'am, and over to you for some wonderful words.
Good morning, Sanchari. It's so good to see you.
Good to see you, ma'am.
Like when I saw yesterday's morning and afternoon's competition, it was awesome. I mean, I knew how it will be organized in a vague manner, but it was really so well organized. All the breakout rooms and all really impressive. I really didn't expect so much, and it was amazing. And when it comes to the recipes the students made, I mean, we always say in soy circles that sky is the limit for what recipes you can make out of soy, because it is so versatile. But yesterday, the students showed that it is really, if you can imagine, you can make anything out of soy. Very impressive recipes, and the way IHM, every campus and all the faculty, especially the chefs, how they conducted the contest was really superb. Really, really impressed. And for today, students, all the best for each and every one of you. And I hope everybody wins something. So all the best. And Sanchari, thank you once again.
Thank you very much, Kavita ma'am. Thank you, Kavita ma'am. And yes, I also have Suresh sir here on the screen. I can see him. And Suresh sir, how was yesterday? I'm sure you were there across the entire competition and you have seen how the students have performed. Yes, I have to say that, because of this amazing collaboration that we did have, so much of opportunity has also come to our chefs and the teams. We have all worked together to bring this day alive. And today, being, of course, the final day of the competition, would like to hear from you, your thoughts, and of course, wanting you to wish all the students for the forthcoming competition.
Thank you, Sanchari. As I was mentioning in yesterday's discussion with some of the participants and the judges, I really didn't expect so much from this competition, and it's really, really amazing. And when I first thought of going to a virtual program, I was a little skeptical how we are going to do the way IHM has done, and the breakout sessions, breakout rooms managed, and the your IT team has very, very well managed, I would say, and all the campuses are involved, and I've interacted with some of the directors of the campuses and how they were involved and how they were enthusiastic to look at this particular program, and how students were also very, very enthusiastic. When I was interacting with some of the students, I was thinking that maybe I'm kind of disturbing them with from their competition, but they were very, very enthusiastic and discussing and introducing their recipes and the innovation they have done. As Dr. Kavita just was mentioning, we always say that imagination is the limitation. That I could see yesterday, the way various kinds of recipes, Indian, international recipes have been developed, and I'm sure we are going to have a lot more coming today. And I see there's so much is happening and so much involvement from all the campuses, all the IHM team. I greatly appreciate the IHM team's management of this particular program in the difficult times. I know actually Mr. Sastry, one of my colleagues, was actually there in the Hyderabad campus when they were collecting all the material and then couriering. It was, we cannot even imagine couriering 100 different samples, 100 different packages to 100 different participants across the country in small remote villages, and You have done excellent job. I wish all the best to the students who are competing, and I would like to do more such activities with IIHM in the coming years. Thank you very much for everything. Over to you, Sanchar.
Thank you so much, Suresh sir. Indeed, we are very excited about this collaboration, and thank you so much for letting us know that we are about to await again the second phase of the Soya culinary competition very, very soon, and that gives us, and of course the students as well, a lot of great hopes onward. So, students, I know that all of you are really, really keen and waiting for the competition to begin in some time. And why don't we go ahead and basically welcome our very endearing culinary chef, of course, our culinary director, Chef Sanjay Kak. Over to you, sir, to come over and, of course, wish all our wonderful students.
A very good morning, Sanchari, and everybody at the Bangalore studios. And good morning, everyone, to everyone who has joined this morning broadcast. And a very warm welcome to Dr. Kavita, Suresh sir. It's a pleasure having you all. And yesterday, as you all said, was a fantastic day. And, it goes without saying that the students are really doing us proud. And at the same time, as Suresh sir was saying, that we were a little skeptical as to how things are going to go. But knowing IIHM, I was also confident that we are going to make it, and we're going to make it the way we do it every time. And kudos to the technical team, kudos to Emmanuel sir for, putting it all together. And once more, kudos to the Hyderabad team for the courier feat. I think they must have made a world record of sending couriers to the length and breadth of India. So today we have an exciting lineup of competitions. We have one in the morning, one in the afternoon. The one in the morning is about main course. The one in the afternoon is about the desserts. And this is the third and the fourth category, basically today. Yesterday was 1 and 2. And we will have, apart from our chefs, chef judges who had harrowing time judging yesterday, I'm sure you will have a much harrowing time judging today. All the very best to our chef judges from all across the country. We will have some eminent judges from the industry coming in and judging alongside all of you. For the morning, we have a list of judges. I know at least one Chef Prakash Chettiar who is joining, who's the executive chef of JW Marriott here in Kolkata. He's joining this morning. I was just speaking to him. He's in the morning meeting. He may be joining around 10 minutes late. Right, so Chef Prakash Chettiar in the morning, and I'm sure there are other chefs joining from other cities for this competition. And to the students especially, we have really had some wonderful plates of food yesterday. And surprisingly, there were many students yesterday who participated in both the rounds, the first and the second category. I'm sure there are going to be students who are going to participate again in 2 categories today, because we had a lot of them. So all the very best students. And just before we go into the cooking, after some time, I would like to just say 3 things. Stick to your plan, stay cool, and do as per as whatever you have planned, and everything will be fantastic. Okay, with whatever, as Sanchari ma'am was saying, with whatever we saw yesterday, I think we are going to be up for a great surprise today. All the very best from my side, all the very best to the judging team, and all the very best to the participants. You will rock it, and I am very, very confident about it. Thank you very much, and over to you, Sanchari.
Thank you so much, Chef Kak. In fact, today is a very, very special day, students, and everybody who's joined in, because as we go ahead and start the competition, Samantha, we are very proud to say that ZTV has in fact gone ahead and felicitated Dr. Bose and the entire team for IIHM to be the best hospitality brand in the country. So I think that calls for another big celebration as we move ahead with the competition. And Samantha, what is your insight of the day looking like?
It's a lot to look forward to today, Sanchari ma'am. There's so much of excitement. The kids are coming up with such amazing things. They have such brilliant ideas. I personally am looking forward to the desserts in the second half and what innovation they come up with over there. I I really think that, this competition has allowed for a lot of exposure, a lot of experience. They're really trying new ingredients. They are pushing their boundaries. They're taking the theory that they have learned and, pushing it so much further. And having these kind of competitive experiences is also going to add so much of value to them when they get into the industry. It's an amazing collaboration. It's absolutely brilliant. So before we move into the breakout rooms, the individual kitchens for the day, and all of our chefs move in to start judging them, we would also like to take a moment to thank our sponsors who have helped us put together this amazing event. From our sponsors, Bionutrients, Sonic Biochem, Soy Vita, Sofit, International Flavors and Fragrances, and PCK Agro. We're very grateful for this opportunity to collaborate with such amazing brands within the industry, with such, huge players within the market. And this collaboration is something that we hope and pray to take forward with us into the future.
Absolutely.
It's such an amazing opportunity.
All right, so I think we should be getting ready to move into the different breakout rooms, the different kitchens, wherein sometime later the competitions are going to begin. And why don't we go ahead and take a small break and come back before that?
Soy Vita is a soy protein-based brand which is set out to make a difference in the way the world eats. We help those people who refrain from eating or drinking dairy products. There exists a common myth that dairy products are irreplaceable, but we are here to bust that very myth. Although dairy products are good for health, there is no need to exploit another living being. This is why we have brought about the idea of using soybeans instead of dairy products. Soy products like soy milk, soy butter and tofu not only replaces milk, but also provides additional health benefits. Let us now look into what we do to meet your daily nutritional requirements. We have a sophisticated system to blend the soybeans and extract protein from it. We then add carbohydrates and flavors to make the protein healthy and delicious. Currently, we have 9 variants of products. These 9 variants are more than enough to satisfy your daily protein diet to keep you energetic throughout the day. We chose the flavors such that it tastes really well with soy. We wanted to make our flavors enjoyable so that you can have it as your preferred morning drink. But why would people not want milk? In plain thought, people refrain from drinking milk for 2 reasons. Some people could develop serious allergic reaction to milk, which is referred as lactose intolerance. The other kind of people is who refrain to drink milk for personal or ethical reason. Either way, we help you turn that around. Drinking a power-packed protein-infused fibrous meal is never a bad idea. Take little water in a glass and add 2 tablespoons of the protein and add 200 milliliters of water. There is no need to add anything other than protein mix and water, not even sugar. From day born until your last day, anyone from any age group can consume our products round the clock, be it morning, noon or at night. We, at Soy Vita, are not making big claims nor are we focusing only on profits. We are set out to make small changes that will have a big impact on your life and the way the world eats. Soy Vita, nutrition you can trust.
सुबह से शाम देके 100% to every काम. क्या रहेगा जोश? क्या होगी energy to do more? Yes. Soy protein and fibers, healthy energy packed in delicious Sofit.
Sofit, healthy energy to do more.
IIHM, popularly known as the International Institute of Hotel Management, is one of the largest private hospitality institutes that imparts world-class education and can firmly pride itself for being one of the foremost academic institutions of the country that offer globally recognized international degrees in hotel management. The hugely popular events that they host, IIHM International Young Chef Olympiad.
As the last dish is plated, they can only wait till the evening for the verdict to be pronounced.
Malaysia!
IIHM as an institute has always been able to define its core objectives clearly over the years. It is an institution that has always worked towards causes that give back to the society. IIHM proudly and aptly calls them food soldiers, a dynamic group of students working tirelessly to ensure a hunger-free world.
Hotel management, hotel plus management. At IIHM, the education is like doing a BBA plus hospitality, because at IIHM we train our students to become global business hospitality managers. In one hand, they are full of knowledge in hospitality, charismatic, and they have got the study skills of very hardcore management subjects like finance, strategic HR, global marketing, and a whole range of the management inputs.
IIHM. For a great hospitality career, call 98310 50,000.
From being India's very first non-GMO soya ingredient company to being the world leader in developing, manufacturing, and supplying world-class non-GMO soya and sunflower food ingredients for various processed food products, processed meat products, nutraceuticals, pharmaceuticals, healthcare, and feed ingredients. The Sonic story began in the year 1997 as a soya extraction unit. Driven by innovation and a clear focus on being customer-centric, the company always believed that markets and businesses would be defined and led by those with the right intent, intellect, and attitude to pursue sustainable growth through excellence. Rooted deep in its values of being creative and innovative, creating and sharing wealth, taking ownership, standing for best-in-class quality and entrepreneurship, the company, led by the dynamic vision of Mr. Girish Matlani and his core team, today has a global footprint across 50 countries. At Sonic Biochem, we were early to realize that if we were to be a global player, it was technology that would help us get there. In our pursuit to deliver world-class standards, we made sure that our infrastructure was at par with the best in the world. Today, with high-tech production facilities at Mandideep, Mandsaur, Pithampur, and Pithampur SEZ, we have carved a niche for ourselves as a company with very high-quality standards. Research and development is what fuels growth at Sonic. We encourage innovation and clear thinking and believe in organized development of products, process, and people. It is due to our passion and perseverance that today we are the largest producers of the widest range of soya proteins and lecithin in Asia. Our R&D department, which is recognized by the Ministry of Science and Technology, Government of India, constantly works towards innovating and improving the existing product range. A dedicated team of highly skilled researchers, an advisory panel of national and international experts, always ensure that we as a company never cease in delivering value to customers across the globe. Some of the world's leading chocolate, dairy, baby food, snack food, and nutraceutical companies trust us simply because of our uncompromising work ethic for quality delivery. With reputed certifications, we follow one of the most organized quality management systems that ensures consistent delivery standards demanded by clients. Being born into this great idea of strengthening the world with nutrition, we stand true to our promise of nourishing today, building tomorrow. It's a promise that reminds us to constantly rediscover, reinvent, and realign ourselves. It's a reminder to be agile, alert, open, eager, and willing. Willing to be sincere and focused in our pursuit to be a responsible link in the world's food chain. Because if today is nourished well, you get to build a foundation for the future. And in doing so, you build a tomorrow you'll be proud of. We are Sonic Biochem. We are nourishing today so that we can build tomorrow.
Soy Vita is a soy protein-based brand which is set out to make a difference in the way the world eats. We help those people who refrain from eating or drinking dairy products. There exists a common myth that dairy products are irreplaceable, but we are here to bust that very myth. Although dairy products are good for health, there is no need to exploit another living being. This is why we have brought about the idea of using soybeans instead of dairy products. Soy products like soy milk, soy butter and tofu not only replaces milk, but also provides additional health benefits. Let us now look into what we do to meet your daily nutritional requirements. We have a sophisticated system to blend the soybeans and extract protein from it. We then add carbohydrates and flavors to make the protein healthy and delicious. Currently, we have 9 variants of products. These 9 variants are more than enough to satisfy your daily protein diet to keep you energetic throughout the day. We chose the flavors such that it tastes really well with soy. We wanted to make our flavors enjoyable so that you can have it as your preferred morning drink. But why would people not want milk? In plain thought, people refrain from drinking milk for 2 reasons. Some people could develop serious allergic reaction to milk, which is referred as lactose intolerance. The other kind of people is who refrain to drink milk for personal or ethical reason. Either way, we help you turn that around. Drinking a power-packed protein-infused fibrous meal is never a bad idea. Take little water in a glass and add 2 tablespoons of the protein and add 200 milliliters of water. There is no need to add anything other than protein mix and water, not even sugar. From day born until your last day, anyone from any age group can consume our products round the clock, be it morning, noon or at night. We, at Soy Vita, are not making big claims nor are we focusing only on profits. We are set out to make small changes that will have a big impact on your life and the way the world eats. Soy Vita, nutrition you can trust.
सुबह से शाम देके 100% to every काम. क्या रहेगा जोश? क्या होगी energy to do more? Yes. Soy protein and fibers, healthy energy packed in delicious Sofit.
Sofit, healthy energy to do more.
USSEC-IIHM, popularly known as the International Institute of Hotel Management, is one of the largest private hospitality institutes that imparts world-class education and can firmly pride itself for being one of the most foremost academic institutions of the country that offer globally recognized international degrees in hotel management. The hugely popular events that they host, IIHM International Young Chef Olympiad. As the last dish is plated, they can only wait till the evening for the verdict to be pronounced.
Malaysia!
IIHM as an institute has always been able to define its core objectives clearly over the years. It is an institution that has always worked towards causes that give back to the society. IIHM proudly and aptly calls them food soldiers, a dynamic group of students working tirelessly to ensure a hunger-free world.
Hotel management, hotel plus management. At IIHM, the education is like doing a BBA plus hospitality, because
Absolutely.
about your innovative
A very
dishes.
good morning, teachers.
Good morning.
Good morning. A very good morning, chef. A very good morning, ma'am. So if I talk about my dish, I'll be presenting you soy ki nargisi kofte. Now, the whole concept behind the nargisi kofta is that nargisi kofta is like Indian scotch egg, but we use egg and flavored minced meat. Since the main, the main motive was to make soya bean the hero here. So I'll be exactly replicating the whole nargisi kofta, the exact replication. So for making the egg and for making the egg yolk, I'll be using, as you can see, corn and buttered balls for the egg yolk. I'll be using tofu, flavored tofu with cheese for combining it as my egg yolk. I'll be using textured veg protein, flavored textured veg protein. I'll be flavoring it, and I'll be using it for as my replication of minced mutton. And I'll be coating it with breadcrumbs, frying it. I'll be serving it with tomato gravy, vegetable broth infused black rice, some sauteed broccoli with a soya chunk, tomato flavored soya chunk, and a microgreen salad along with a perfect lace topping. Wow.
So you are using three ingredients.
Yes, yes,
protein,
sir.
Nuggets and tofu. Wow.
Textured veg protein, nugget, because I wanted to show how many texture you can actually use. Tofu, that of course, tofu is very diverse, and it tastes very good when crumbled. And I wanted to do something with the texture of this beautiful soya nugget. And definitely, the textured veg protein is one of the best alternative of meat, if you say so. I have tried my level best to infuse as many things as possible. So yes, sir.
Achyut, you have any
Yes, sir.
question, because she is using textured soy protein which you sent it to the students?
Yeah, that's. I mean, I was wondering if that is the same one that she's using.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
sure.
would be happy to get her feedback on what she thinks of the product, and if it could be improved, or is it, is it, I mean, so I more than asking her questions, I would want her feedback after having used it in a way that I haven't seen it being used.
Okay.
Sir, I'm being very honest. Like yesterday only, I was doing like the preparation. I was practicing it, and the
Yeah.
flavor is completely different. Like I prepared the dessert also. I prepared the main course also. It's so different and it's so unique in its own sweet way. So if I talk about myself, I'm a hardcore non-vegetarian, but I really
Okay.
enjoyed it. So for me,
Happy
it's
to
a
know that.
win-win.
Happy to know that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Noreen. I'd like to ask Vaibhavi to explain about her parathas.
Oh.
Special parathas.
Thank you, Noreen. All the best.
Thank you so much, sir.
All the best.
Yes, Vaibhavi.
Yes, sir.
Just explain about your dish.
Sir, I'm making soya paratha, which stuffed with soya, grinded into masala, and soya masala made out of soya beans and soya chunks.
Okay. And in the paratha, did you add any soy flour or anything, or it is with wheat? It's of
No,
course.
sir,
wheat.
it's soya flour.
Oh, you have added soy flour. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Good.
That's
All the
flour.
best. Yeah.
Thank you, Vaibhavi.
So let's move into the next room. Thank you so much, Mr. Dalal, Chef Dalal.
Thank
It
you.
was
Thank
really
you,
lovely.
Rina ma'am. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you,
so,
sir. Thank you, Achyut sir.
All right, so we are here from the studio. Very warm welcome again back to the ladies and gentlemen, in fact, who are watching us live right now on YouTube as well. So they're able to see this amazing kitchen here where all our students are actually so excited and they're describing the dishes so very well. So I want to again go back, Samantha, to Suresh sir. And Suresh sir, what do you think? There's so much of explorations already happening. And yourself and also Mr. Achyut Ram is here. We would like to hear from both of you right now.
Yeah, Sanchari, this is going very well. And as I said, I'm excited looking at the students' interest and their innovation, the way they are introducing, they're using soy ingredients. I was very surprised. Some of them are using 3-4 different ingredients in the same recipe, which we never actually tried that way. I think in yesterday's one of the contestant used 5 or 6 soy ingredients in his in his presentation. So that is something very, very amazing, which we never actually tried. And looking at this, the kids who are not really exposed to so much of soy are trying so much, and it seems like they have tried the day before actually entering into the competition. That shows how enthusiastic they are. And I'm sure this competition and this particular event will help us in kind of positioning soy better in the Indian and in international cuisine. Over to you, Sanchari. Thank you.
Thank you, Suresh sir. And Mr. Ram, you're here and you have been watching all our students. And I think you were very fascinated by what Noreen had to actually say. She being, a complete non-vegetarian. I can see her smile. I think she's really enjoying herself. So we would like to hear from you. Mr. Ram, how do you feel and how do you think about this competition and of course our students?
I mean, first of all, I'm extremely pleased to see the event being organized so well, and especially in a time like this where people are connecting from different parts of the country. And I really, really think this is a very, very well done event. To be very honest with you, I didn't quite expect this when I came in. I thought this was going to be one of those other many conventional ones that I've seen, but this is top class. And so talking about the students, I am very much echo Dr. Suresh's opinion of the enthusiasm that students have come up with is very inspiring. And I particularly really admire the different cuisines that the representation has come from. I see somebody making Bengali, somebody making Punjabi parathas and things like that, and somebody even trying to kind of integrate eggs in a different, or mock eggs rather, if I can call it that. So it's so for us, for a manufacturer like us, I think this is like in 1 hour, the amount of insight that I could perhaps pick up talking to maybe dozens of people would be picked up. So I think it's I'm quite curious to know what people have to say, and as much to learn about soya products that even we manufacture and how we can improve it perhaps. So all the best and very well done with organizing the event.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ram. Thank you. Samantha, what do you have to say about this entire kitchen? So many dynamics.
I think we are just continuously being wow. We thought yesterday was amazing and today turns out to be as brilliant or maybe even more. Some very amazing things that the students are coming up with. The creativity is just awe-inspiring, how what they're coming up with, how innovative they can be. And definitely, like, if we can look into getting our hardcore non-vegetarians looking at different sources of protein, because as a country, we definitely need to look at different sources, keeping in mind our tradition, our religions and everything like that. It is a very, very important thing. So thank you so much for having us. Thank you so much for having the studio in this room. We will meet you all again in 5 minutes in the next kitchen, which is Arzak.
Thank you.
You're gonna boil in soya milk, water and soya milk, or you're gonna use only the soya milk?
Have 50% of water, 50% of soya milk.
All right. And when you're gonna fry these chunks, you're gonna do the deep frying or shallow frying?
Deep frying, chef. So that
Deep
it's
fry.
crunch, and when you eat it, it's got the crunchy noise. I'll also fry soya nuggets with it.
Okay.
Soya chunks.
How about the gravy? You are making a makhni with this, no? If I'm not wrong.
Over here.
So what is the proportion you have taken for the tomato and onion in it? Or did you use only tomatoes?
So, chef, I've used 3 tomatoes and 1 onion for it.
Okay. Anything else?
Chef, I'll be trying a papad of this soya dough.
No, I'm asking only about the gravy. I'm asking only about the gravy. What else is there? Tomato, onion.
In gravy.
What is boiling in the pot?
Cashew, bay leaves, with black cardamom, green cardamom, red chili butter, ginger garlic.
Great.
And almost done, chef. I'm going to make a paste. Let it cool down and make a paste of it.
Okay, excellent. Okay, make sure it's a bit cold, huh? I don't want you to splash all that gravy on you because it's going to be very hot.
Yes, sir.
Please take care of that thing. Okay, thank you very much. I'll be back with you after some time. Okay. Good morning, everyone. I see few more people are here. Our guests. Good morning, everyone.
Hello, very good morning to you
Morning,
from the
ma'am.
Bangalore studio. Very, very good morning.
Morning,
So,
ma'am.
Chef, myself and Samantha, we are here from the studio and we would like to know from you as to how the students are doing their preparations, a little bit about their cuisines as well.
Ma'am, they are doing actually great, and above all is that they are making Indian dishes, but they are adding a kind of innovation to it. Because I mean, normally we don't use much of a soya in Indian cooking. Soya bean is something which we generally use in case we have to make a buddy, soya bean buddy, or maybe granules are available. But they are creating few other things, and the dishes which they are preparing kind of a traditional as well. But let's see how they come out because it would be very exciting to see the end result actually. And
Absolutely, Chef.
morning, Chef Vaibhav is also here. Vaibhav Arora.
Hi Amit, how are you?
Good, Chef. Chef, would you like to check what our students are doing?
Absolutely, absolutely. Please.
Okay, so Chef, we're gonna start with the Aishwarya, and she's preparing soya chop with beetroot roti, and in that she's using soya flour as well. So let's talk to Aishwarya. Aishwarya, if you could
Yes,
unmute
sir.
yourself. We have
Yes, sure.
Chef Weber with us, and he's gonna ask you a few questions about
Good
your
morning,
dish.
Chef.
Hi, good morning. First of all, I would like to tell everybody that cooking at home is not easy for a chef. We have been facing this in the pandemic, and I was actually cooking, and it was a little difficult when you work in a hotel. When you get used to big utensils and everything, cooking at home on a small ranges is a bit difficult. But great job everybody is doing. So Aishwarya, you can brief me about your product.
Chef, I'm making soya chop as an accompaniment to my beetroot roti, where I'm using soya flour and beetroot for my roti, and then soya chop is going to be dry with masala sauce, that is basic Indian masala sauce.
So how are you making your roti softer when you put a soya chop, or it's a crisp bread?
It's not basically a bread. It's so when I use soya flour, it's basically sticky. So I've kept it to rest for at least 15 minutes. So I'll get that consistency, and then press my dough and then cook it.
Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Continue, keep continuing your job.
Okay, Chef. Now we'll go to Rajvardhan, and he's in this room with two cameras. So if you want to pin any one of the cameras you want, I mean, there is one camera with his gas range and another one is with the ingredients which he has kept.
Very nice.
Okay, and let's pin his video first. Rajvardhan, if you could unmute yourself, please. And please tell Chef about your
Yes,
dish.
sir.
Hi, Rajvardhan.
Good morning, Chef.
What are you cooking today?
Chef, today I'm making kakori kebabs.
Kakori kebab. Wow.
Yes, sir. And that I'll be serving with meat samosa, the mock meat samosa.
Mm-hmm.
The sauces will be Greek.
Rajvardhan, your volume is chopping up a little bit.
Okay. So the sausage will be garlic lemon curd.
Okay.
And a chutney made from basil and mint.
Wow. Too many combinations.
Yes, sir.
We'll see the plate at the end. I mean, too many combinations. Fantastic.
And the chef, best part was that when we started this cook-off, and he used the technique of dhungar. He smoked his kebabs already. So I was thinking that he's just gonna go for it like the normal kebabs. He's gonna make a patty and everything, but he's following all those traditional practices which goes along with that kakori kebab and all.
Which are lost somewhere.
Which are lost somewhere. And he's using it with the soya as well. That is good. I also asked him that because it's a competition regarding the main course, and the product which he's making can be considered as an appetizer as well. So he's also making, I think, you're making naan as well, I think so. No. Sorry, the samosa.
Yes, sir.
And samosa along with this one. So he's making a different kind of a combination, but let's see how it works out for him with that end product.
It will act as a main course. If you have one kakori
yes.
kebab and a samosa, it will act as a main course.
So he's just going for the quantity, not the concept wise. Okay, so now we have the third one, the last one we have, that is your Sankalp. Sankalp, where are you, Sankalp?
Chef, I just have a question to Rajvardhan.
Yes, sir.
Rajvardhan, which ingredient are you using in the kebabs and the samosa?
I didn't get the question, sir.
Sorry?
I didn't get your question.
Which soy ingredient you are using?
Then tamarind with mustard, then curry leaf, I have put curry leaf, then ginger garlic, then green chili and shallots, then I put turmeric, then chili powder. Then I'm just cooking with the tomato puree. After that, I will add the soya milk, then sim it for 10 minutes. That's it. Then I will add bay leaf also.
What made you thought of making this specific preparation?
I thought of doing a fusion because I used to make this lamb crusted at my home. So when we think about the protein, we always think about chicken, lamb, egg, and also I thought why can't I make it tofu? And it tastes good actually, the combination. That's why.
Welcome, ma'am. So everyone, IHM Studio is here. Sanchari ma'am and Samantha here to just have a word along with you. Ma'am, you can see they are working into their own kitchens and making nice delicacies, certain from Goa, Rajasthan, Gujarat, and Punjab, and South Indian preparations. Ma'am, over to you. You can ask them questions.
Thank you so much, Ravneet. I think both of us are really enjoying watching all the kitchens and, so much of excitement among the students. In fact, I was just listening to Gigi explaining her dish, and also I think Shani looks extremely professional, of course, carving out the dish as well, and all the other students. How do you feel? How's the ambience looking, Ravneet?
Yes, ma'am, it's very well. The ambience is very good over there, and I feel like to go into their own kitchen and see exactly and to taste. That is the only thing which I won't be able to do it. But yes, I can see it and feel the essence from here itself, and their passion. And I would like to say that how they have come up with new ideas to show up soy products, to use these products into a different way, where some are stuffing it using some potatoes and cottage cheese, some nuggets, and making a koftas out of it. New version, Ranjan Chauhan is making kofta in kadhi. So it's completely a Gujarati style kadhi where he's adding koftas instead of pakoras. So he's making a new version. So new recipes, new styles, but yes, keeping the basics and the traditional things into the mind. They're coming up with new products now.
Amazing. Out of all the students out here, which one do you personally think is going to be the best for your appetite?
So this is one of the difficult questions. I would like to see, ma'am, all our Indian preparations, and see if I say I need 5 days to taste these things, because one thing on one day I'll take in plenty of time, and my favorite starts along with it. So I won't say anything is my favorite, or yes, this will, everything which they're making is with soy already, which is very light, or I won't say too much in calories, but high in proteins. and what is the current demand of time that people are moving towards proteinous diet and putting down on calories. They are doing it in that same way.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Chef Ravneet. And I think Samantha, let's give them some space to go ahead and, of course,
Yeah.
to talk.
While they're all very focused on their
Yes.
dishes and on their kitchens, we'll come
Right.
back in a bit and have a look at, the finished dishes.
Absolutely.
But in this moment, we will move to the next kitchen again, which is Mokambo. Thank you, Chef Ravneet, for the time to
Welcome,
explain
ma'am.
things.
Welcome, Samantha. We'll hope to see you soon.
See you.
Bland. So what have you done to the soya?
So to the soya, I've added green chili paste and little bit of a pinch of turmeric powder, and I've tossed it in a pan. Then I turned into a gravy.
Okay, all the way best. Thank you.
Chef, Debyam is left, I think.
Pardon?
Debyam.
Okay.
William has not joined, Chef.
All right.
Only 4 contestants are there, participants.
The fourth contestant's name is what? I couldn't get it.
Abu Bakar it is.
Abu Bakar.
Okay.
Abu Bakar. Chef, I shared one more list.
Okay.
With the full student names and all.
In that same mail?
On WhatsApp, Chef.
Okay. Got it.
And we are moving
Very good morning, Chef. I'm so sorry, Chef. We are from the Bangalore studio, Sanchari, and of course, I have Samantha with me. So good to see you, Chef. How are you doing?
Good. Absolute pleasure connecting once again.
Absolutely, Chef. Always on the home ground, Chef. Chef,
Yes.
how are you feeling about the ambience and about this competition? You're getting to see all the, the students, in fact, cooking in their own home kitchens with the soya products. Your insight, Chef.
Well, speaking to them, you feel excited because they are put on the thinking caps and thinking out of the box in terms of using the ingredients with certain recipes which they are so used to using non-veg. So they are trying to use a protein which is not so popular, but which is the way forward for the years to come. And they are, and I was trying to understand, have they given it due thought process to using it? And most of them seems to be very, very clear about what they want to the end product to be, which is a good sign to get started. Absolutely.
Wonderful. Chef, today happens to be the second day of the competition. Yesterday, we have already had, 2 sessions already.
Okay.
What would be your expectations from the students going, forward with this huge collaboration that we have in fact done with the Soya Council?
Well, vegetarianism is becoming a big thing because of the carbon imprint, and we actually have got studies done where we have realized that the meats, as in for meat to be processed, the amount of intake in terms of the soil, in terms of oxygen, in terms of other nutrients which they take, is almost 10 times to what a vegetarian product would be required. So going ahead, we are looking at environment-friendly products, and this exactly fits in because it's not just healthy, but it also is in the long run always giving back to the Mother Earth. So this is going to be, there are restaurants which are launching in Singapore, which is totally veg in terms of protein being totally veg, nothing non-veg about it. So that's, I think, is a big initiative in terms of your collaboration, because people will start looking at it as a sustainable product which is going to be used on a regular basis, because right now it may not be so popular, but then it's always a case of which comes first, the egg or the chicken. we by making them think about it, we start making them aware that this is a entire vertical which can be used in a very, very huge way.
True, Chef. Thank you so much, Chef. And
Pleasure.
happy judging to you. And we'll be coming back again and catching you again very soon, Chef. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Absolute
Thank you,
pleasure.
Chef.
Bye.
Absolute pleasure, Chef. See you. See you later.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, now we are moving to the next kitchen of ours, and that is going to be Attica. Let's go ahead and see what's cooking there. And of course, meeting the chefs out there as well. What says Samantha?
Very excited.
Thank you, Chef.
Pleasure, ma'am.
Good afternoon. We are back from the Bangalore studio. Hello, Chef Harshil. How are you doing?
Good morning, ma'am. I'm doing excellent. So students are also they're also in full swing. They're almost about to finish because they have 20 more minutes to go, and I can see already the cooking is almost in the last stage of it. So pretty excited to see the platings now.
Wonderful. So, Chef Harshil, if you can just let me and Samantha know exactly what all, different cuisines have they all prepared. A little insight into that.
Certainly, ma'am. So we have 5 contestants in this room. So Aditi is making mint soya kofta in coconut curry. So her base ingredients is again soya bean and then coconut milk. She is using to in a curry base. We have Kevish Lalwani, who is preparing mixed vegetables. So again, he is using coconut milk as his base for the curry. Then we have Chetna, who is making chili chunk kadhi along with soya flour tandoori roti. So another, a variation I can see in making of tandoori roti, she is mixing the regular flour with soya flour. We have Sakina, who is making green keema with roti. And then we have Akanksha, who is making soya butter masala along with soya chunk pulao. So that's how I can see their dishes are getting done.
Amazing. Amazing, Chef. Samantha, any question from your end to Chef?
Yes, Chef. So what do you think of the use of the various soya ingredients? How do you think they have been able to incorporate this new ingredient into some age-old recipes that I'm sure they have been using with other forms of protein and other variations? Do you think the students have been innovative during this cook-off?
Absolutely, absolutely. Because when I heard about curry, when I heard about butter masala, the first thing comes in my mind is chicken butter masala or paneer butter masala. But then it's very interesting to see soya butter masala. So it took a while for me to recall. Yes, it is now the regular makhani gravy, which I will see along with soya variations. So pretty excited to see their variations, and I'm just loved the way they are doing and incorporating soya as a substitute and doing this entire process. So pretty excited and amazed to see the recipes.
Absolutely, and I can see them all hard at work. We really do not want to disturb the kids right now while they're in the final stages of their cooking, but we will be back to see all of them while they are plating and see their final dishes for sure. Thank you so much, Chef, for walking us through what they are cooking. I'm sure our audience is very happy to know what all is happening in our kitchens.
Absolutely, pleasure. Thank you so much, Sanchari ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for your.
Thank you so much, Chef Harshil, and wishing the very best to all the kids right now.
Thank you, ma'am. Pleasure.
Right. And Samantha, why don't we go ahead and take a small break? And before that, we would like to definitely mention once again the great support that we've had by all the sponsors.
Absolutely. We have had the pleasure of working with some wonderful sponsors for this event. Some of our key sponsors have been BioNutrients, Sonic Biochem, Soy Vita, Soy Fit, International Flavors and Fragrances, and PCK Agro. We are very grateful for them because they've sent us these wonderfully put together kits that the students have been using for all the dishes that they're preparing today, all the soy-based products that they're using to cook today, and we're very grateful for this opportunity to collaborate with them. So now we will move ahead and have a short break where we'll have a couple of sponsor videos that you will be able to watch, and then we'll come back to the kitchen and see the final product that the students have been able to make today.
Absolutely. Let's go ahead and take a small break. Please do not go anywhere because it's going to be a lot of exciting times soon forward.
Soy Vita is a soy protein-based brand which is set out to make a difference in the way the world eats. We help those people who refrain from eating or drinking dairy products. There exists a common myth that dairy products are irreplaceable, but we are here to bust that very myth. Although dairy products are good for health, there is no need to exploit another living being. This is why we have brought about the idea of using soybeans instead of dairy products. Soy products like soy milk, soy butter and tofu not only replaces milk, but also provides additional health benefits. Let us now look into what we do to meet your daily nutritional requirements. We have a sophisticated system to blend the soybeans and extract protein from it. We then add carbohydrates and flavors to make the protein healthy and delicious. Currently, we have 9 variants of products. These 9 variants are more than enough to satisfy your daily protein diet to keep you energetic throughout the day. We chose the flavors such that it tastes really well with soy. We wanted to make our flavors enjoyable so that you can have it as your preferred morning drink. But why would people not want milk? In plain thought, people refrain from drinking milk for 2 reasons. Some people could develop serious allergic reaction to milk, which is referred as lactose intolerance. The other kind of people is who refrain to drink milk for personal or ethical reason. Either way, we help you turn that around. Drinking a power-packed protein-infused fibrous meal is never a bad idea. Take little water in a glass and add 2 tablespoons of the protein and add 200 milliliters of water. There is no need to add anything other than protein mix and water, not even sugar. From day born until your last day, anyone from any age group can consume our products round the clock, be it morning, noon or at night. We, at Soy Vita, are not making big claims nor are we focusing only on profits. We are set out to make small changes that will have a big impact on your life and the way the world eats. Soy Vita, nutrition you can trust.
सुबह से शाम देके 100% to every काम. क्या रहेगा जोश? क्या होगी energy to do more? Yes. Soy protein and fibers, healthy energy packed in delicious SoFit.
SoFit, healthy energy to do more.
IIHM, popularly known as the International Institute of Hotel Management, is one of the largest private hospitality institutes that imparts world-class education and can firmly pride itself for being one of the foremost academic institutions of the country that offer globally recognized international degrees in hotel management. The hugely popular events that they host, IIHM International Young Chef Olympiad. As the last dish is plated, they can only wait till the evening for the verdict to be pronounced.
Malaysia!
IIHM as an institute has always been able to define its core objectives clearly over the years. It is an institution that has always worked towards causes that give back to the society. IIHM proudly and aptly calls them food soldiers, a dynamic group of students working tirelessly to ensure a hunger-free world.
Hotel management, hotel plus management. At IIHM, the education is like doing a BBA plus hospitality, because at IIHM, we train our students to become global business hospitality managers. In one hand, they are full of knowledge in hospitality, charismatic, and they have got the study skills of very hardcore management subjects like finance, strategic HR, global marketing, and a whole range of the management inputs.
IIHM.
For a great hospitality career, call 98310 50,000.
From being India's very first non-GMO soya ingredient company to being the world leader in developing, manufacturing, and supplying world-class non-GMO soya and sunflower food ingredients for various processed food products, processed meat products, nutraceuticals, pharmaceuticals, healthcare, and feed ingredients. The Sonic story began in the year 1997 as a soya extraction unit. Driven by innovation and a clear focus on being customer-centric, the company always believed that markets and businesses would be defined and led by those with the right intent, intellect, and attitude to pursue sustainable growth through excellence. Rooted deep in its values of being creative and innovative, creating and sharing wealth, taking ownership, standing for best-in-class quality and entrepreneurship, the company, led by the dynamic vision of Mr. Girish Matlani and his core team, today has a global footprint across 50 countries. At Sonic Biochem, we were early to realize that if we were to be a global player, it was technology that would help us get there. In our pursuit to deliver world-class standards, we made sure that our infrastructure was at par with the best in the world. Today, with high-tech production facilities at Mandideep, Mandsaur, Pithampur, and Pithampur SEZ, we have carved a niche for ourselves as a company with very high-quality standards. Research and development is what fuels growth at Sonic. We encourage innovation and clear thinking and believe in organized development of products, process, and people. It is due to our passion and perseverance that today we are the largest producers of the widest range of soya proteins and lecithin in Asia. Our R&D department, which is recognized by the Ministry of Science and Technology, Government of India, constantly works towards innovating and improving the existing product range. A dedicated team of highly skilled researchers, an advisory panel of national and international experts, always ensure that we as a company never cease in delivering value to customers across the globe. Some of the world's leading chocolate, dairy, baby food, snack food, and nutraceutical companies trust us simply because of our uncompromising work ethic for quality delivery. With reputed certifications, we follow one of the most organized quality management systems that ensures consistent delivery standards demanded by clients. Being born into this great idea of strengthening the world with nutrition, we stand true to our promise of nourishing today, building tomorrow. It's a promise that reminds us to constantly rediscover, reinvent, and realign ourselves. It's a reminder to be agile, alert, open, eager, and willing. Willing to be sincere and focused in our pursuit to be a responsible link in the world's food chain. Because if today...
we've sponsored a textured vegetable protein, the one that was more like cuboidal. This is a high protein product. The protein levels are close to 60%. And the texture is also slightly different from the buddy that many people might have been used to. So I was, in fact, pretty curious to get feedback from the experts of cooking that you all are, and the stalwarts from the industry as to what you think about the product that we tried developing some time back. But I'm very, very, very inspired by the kind of the various cuisines that people have been making. I think it was more like a tour around the country with different cuisines than around the studios.
Exactly. So when the collaboration started and when we basically had this finalization done and we started with different workshops, etc., what were your expectations? Is this the first time that you're getting to see a collaboration with a hotel management college wherein students have gone ahead and done a culinary competition with this scale? Or, your expectations was a little different from that? We would like to hear from you.
So for us, this is the first time we've been doing this. We have been manufacturing spices for over 50 years now. So soy as a product is something that we started manufacturing only 2 to 3 years ago. 2 to 3 months ago, not even years. So it's a very, very recent product. So for us, this is the first time we are having a formal collaboration with the institute of your caliber. So I was very excited to know what people thought about it. And to be honest, I didn't have anything in mind as to what I should perhaps be expecting out of this. But I mean, I don't think even if I had something in mind, I could have expected something as good as what I saw. The amount of efforts that has gone into organizing an event of this scale during the pandemic is very inspiring. Or be it USEC who and be it all the students, you people, and the entire setup is very very. I mean, a big congratulations to you. It's very very. I'm very happy to see event of this kind being put forward.
Lovely, Mr. Ram. Samantha has one question for you again. Samantha, over to you.
Yes. So first of all, we greatly appreciate, you bringing up how well the event has been organized, and we're so happy that you're enjoying this collaboration. We're hoping that, there's a lot of value add that definitely comes in through this, especially not just for our students, but also for you as a sponsor, as a person who's working with Soy. One question that just popped into my head is, since you said that you started working on Soy just a couple of months down the line, and it's not something you've been part of for a while, what kind of response are you seeing in the market? What actually got you into working with Soy? Do you see a lot of growth in this segment in the food industry, especially in India right now?
Oh, 100%. I have no doubt about it. We started manufacturing about 2 months back, but I've been studying and studying on about these products for the past 4 years now. I've done like about 4 to 5 courses, largely in US, Europe, and about a couple of them in India. So within Soy, what we as a company are most interested in is extrusion. And we actually make products that are similar to meat analog as well. But unfortunately, I could not quite send it because they are temperature sensitive. They had to be stored in -18. So we are going. So we have 2 different product lines. One is the dry one that I could send across, and we will have variations in that as well. And one would be the frozen line. For which also I would have been very happy to get feedback from people, all the chefs, but unfortunately not this time. So I have been talking about the soy market and what we see in future. So 2 things I think is happening here. One is awareness about nutrition, which is just amplified after COVID. At the same time, the income levels in India, since they are going up and people are able to have greater discretionary power in spending their money in deciding what they want to have. So I think it's a great time to be in the food industry. But at the same time, it also needs to be with extra caution as to you need to make sure that people are aware of all the products. One of the very frank and a good feedback that I got was, in spite of a lot of chefs being in the industry for such a long time, not many of them had seen few of the products. So that probably was a good feedback for us, that we haven't done our bit in terms of communicating it and telling people what needs to be done. So that was a very good feedback and an information for us. And more importantly than that, the variety of products that has been possible. It just shows us that how we can probably reach out to people from different states and make soy probably a product that they regularly consume across different different kinds of cuisines or dishes that they might be used to cooking. One feedback I have for the team and also this is that I think we as people partnering, we could reach more people and get to the masses if we could have a vernacular language adaptation of whatever we do. Because I'm basically a Tamil, though I live in Madhya Pradesh. I know the amount of interest that people take when it comes to vernacular languages, and people can relate with it, and they want to try new dishes that they see on YouTube and things like that. So I think next step forward for all of us together could be adaptations of whatever we are doing into more vernacular languages, so that the wonderful work that you people have put up could reach to many more people than perhaps what it can reach to right now.
Absolutely. I mean, we are very grateful for that feedback, and it's a very relevant point as well. We definitely will look into, during our future collaborations, bringing in maybe kitchens itself that are talking about similar dishes to what was done today in various languages that would suit the need of the whole country. It is something that will definitely work out and will definitely enhance any future collaboration we have with you, because I think Soy is here to stay at this point, and it's something that we would work on over a period of time. So thank you very much for your feedback. feedback. That was absolutely, relevant and something we will definitely look into.
Absolutely, Samantha. Thank you very much, Mr. Ram, for joining us today. And of course, taking out time. So happy to have you here and definitely, audience the program. So your support has been immense. Thank you very much. And we look forward to future collaborations once again.
Absolutely same. I'll be happy if you would like to reach out on any different product or any such collaborations in the future. You are more than welcome to reach out.
Wonderful, Mr. Ram. Thank you so much for joining us in the studio of Bangalore Balance.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Have a good day.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to go ahead and before the closing of the event, because the kids are all, ready with their food, the plating is going ahead, the judging is going ahead. So before that, and we move ahead to the different rooms, why don't we go ahead and take a small break and come back? Let's not.
Soy Vita is a soy protein-based brand which is set out to make a difference in the way the world eats. We help those people who refrain from eating or drinking dairy products. There exists a common myth that dairy products are irreplaceable, but we are here to bust that very myth. Although dairy products are good for health, there is no need to exploit another living being. This is why we have brought about the idea of using soybeans instead of dairy products. Soy products like soy milk, soy butter and tofu not only replaces milk, but also provides additional health benefits. Let us now look into what we do to meet your daily nutritional requirements. We have a sophisticated system to blend the soybeans and extract protein from it. We then add carbohydrates and flavors to make the protein healthy and delicious. Currently, we have 9 variants of products. These 9 variants are more than enough to satisfy your daily protein diet to keep you energetic throughout the day. We chose the flavors such that it tastes really well with soy. We wanted to make our flavors enjoyable, so that you can have it as your preferred morning drink. But why would people not want milk? In plain thought, people refrain from drinking milk for 2 reasons. Some people could develop serious allergic reaction to milk, which is referred as lactose intolerance. The other kind of people is who refrain to drink milk for personal or ethical reason. Either way, we help you turn that around. Drinking a power-packed protein-infused fibrous meal is never a bad idea. Take little water in a glass and add 2 tablespoons of the protein and add 200 milliliters of water. There is no need to add anything other than protein mix and water, not even sugar. From day born until your last day, anyone from any age group can consume our products round the clock, be it morning, noon or at night. We, at Soy Vita, are not making big claims nor are we focusing only on profits. We are set out to make small changes that will have a big impact on your life and the way the world eats. Soy Vita, nutrition you can trust.
सुबह से शाम देके 100% to every काम. क्या रहेगा जोश? क्या होगी energy to do more? Yes. Soy protein and fibers, healthy energy packed in delicious SoFit.
SoFit, healthy energy to do more.
USSEC-IIHM, popularly known as the International Institute of Hotel Management, is one of the largest private hospitality institutes that imparts world-class education and can firmly pride itself for being one of the foremost academic institutions of the country that offer globally recognized international degrees in hotel management. The hugely popular events that they host, IIHM International Young Chef Olympiad.
As the last dish is plated, they can only wait till the evening for the verdict to be pronounced.
Malaysia!
IIHM as an institute has always been able to define its core objectives clearly over the years. It is an institution that has always worked towards causes that give back to the society. IIHM proudly and aptly calls them food soldiers, a dynamic group of students working tirelessly to ensure a hunger-free world.
hotel management, hotel plus management. At IHM, the education is like doing a BBA plus hospitality, because at IHM we train our students to become global business hospitality managers. In one hand, they are full of knowledge in hospitality, charismatic, and they have got the study skills of very hardcore management subjects like finance, strategic HR, global marketing, and a whole range of the management inputs.
IIHM.
For a great hospitality career, call 98310 50,000.
From being India's very first non-GMO soya ingredient company to being the world leader in developing, manufacturing, and supplying world-class non-GMO soya and sunflower food ingredients for various processed food products, processed meat products, nutraceuticals, pharmaceuticals, healthcare, and feed ingredients. The Sonic story began in the year 1997 as a soya extraction unit. Driven by innovation and a clear focus on being customer-centric, the company always believed that markets and businesses would be defined and led by those with the right intent, intellect, and attitude to pursue sustainable growth through excellence. Rooted deep in its values of being creative and innovative, creating and sharing wealth, taking ownership, standing for best-in-class quality and entrepreneurship, the company, led by the dynamic vision of Mr. Girish Matlani and his core team, today has a global footprint across 50 countries. At Sonic Biochem, we were early to realize that if we were to be a global player, it was technology that would help us get there. In our pursuit to deliver world-class standards, we made sure that our infrastructure was at par with the best in the world. Today, with high-tech production facilities at Mandideep, Mandsaur, Pithampur, and Pithampur SEZ, we have carved a niche for ourselves as a company with very high-quality standards. Research and development is what fuels growth at Sonic. We encourage innovation and clear thinking and believe in organized development of products, process, and people. It is due to our passion and perseverance that today we are the largest producers of the widest range of soya proteins and lecithin in Asia. Our R&D department, which is recognized by the Ministry of Science and Technology, Government of India, constantly works towards innovating and improving the existing product range. A dedicated team of highly skilled researchers, an advisory panel of national and international experts, always ensure that we as a company never cease in delivering value to customers across the globe. Some of the world's leading chocolate, dairy, baby food, snack food, and nutraceutical companies trust us simply because of our uncompromising work ethic for quality delivery. With reputed certifications, we follow one of the most organized quality management systems that ensures consistent delivery standards demanded by clients. Being born into this great idea of strengthening the world with nutrition, we stand true to our promise of nourishing today, building tomorrow. It's a promise that reminds us to constantly rediscover, reinvent, and realign ourselves. It's a reminder to be agile, alert, open, eager, and willing. Willing to be sincere and focused in our pursuit to be a responsible link in the world's food chain. Because if today is nourished well, you get to build a foundation for the future. And in doing so, you build a tomorrow you'll be proud of. We are Sonic Biochem. We are nourishing today so that we can build tomorrow.
Soy Vita is a soy protein-based brand which is set out to make a difference in the way the world eats. We help those people who refrain from eating or drinking dairy products. There exists a common myth that dairy products are irreplaceable, but we are here to bust that very myth. Although dairy products are good for health, There is no need to exploit another living being. This is why we have brought about the idea of using soybeans instead of dairy products. Soy products like soy milk, soy butter and tofu not only replaces milk, but also provides additional health benefits. Let us now look into what we do to meet your daily nutritional requirements. We have a sophisticated system to blend the soybeans and extract protein from it. We then add carbohydrates and flavors to make the protein healthy and delicious. Currently, we have 9 variants of products. These 9 variants are more than enough to satisfy your daily protein diet to keep you energetic throughout the day. We chose the flavors such that it tastes really well with soy. We wanted to make our flavors enjoyable so that you can have it as your preferred morning drink. But why would people not want milk? In plain thought, people refrain from drinking milk for 2 reasons. Some people could develop serious allergic reaction to milk, which is referred as lactose intolerance. The other kind of people is who refrain to drink milk for personal or ethical reason. Either way, we help you turn that around. Drinking a power-packed protein-infused fibrous meal is never a bad idea. Take little water in a glass and add 2 tablespoons of the protein and add 200 milliliters of water. There is no need to add anything other than protein mix and water, not even sugar. From day born until your last day, anyone from any age group can consume our products round the clock, be it morning, noon or at night. We, at Soy Vita, are not making big claims nor are we focusing only on profits. We are set out to make small changes that will have a big impact on your life and the way the world eats. Soy Vita, nutrition you can trust.
सुबह से शाम देके 100% to every काम. क्या रहेगा जोश? क्या होगी energy to do more? Yes. Soy protein and fibers, healthy energy packed in delicious Sofit.
Sofit, healthy energy to do more.
USSEC-IIHM, popularly known as the International Institute of Hotel Management, is one of the largest private hospitality institutes that imparts world-class education and can firmly pride itself for being one of the foremost academic institutions of the country that offer globally recognized international degrees in hotel management. The hugely popular events that they host, IIHM International Young Chef Olympiad.
As the last dish is plated, they can only wait till the evening for the verdict to be pronounced.
Malaysia!
IIHM as an institute has always been able to define its core objectives clearly over the years. It is an institution that has always worked towards causes that give back to the society. IIHM proudly and aptly calls them food soldiers, a dynamic group of students working tirelessly to ensure a hunger-free world.
Hotel management. Hotel plus management. At IIHM, the education is like doing a BBA plus.
See you, Chef Weber.
See you.
Bye.
Bye, ma'am.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are back again after a small break. I really hope that all of you are really liking the session and you have been, in fact, been very, very awed, by the different kind of cuisines that the students have been cooking in the kitchen.
Absolutely, Samantha. I personally am very awed. They have done some very inspiring dishes today. I think I thought yesterday was like the heights of it, but today they have come up with some very unique food, especially in the Indian cuisine. I think it is a wonderful job that they have done.
Absolutely. And Samantha, right now, for the audience, we have a very, very special person, of course, one of our special judges who is here. We are having Chef Vaibhav Arora, who happens to be the executive sous chef of the Hotel Renaissance, all the way from Ahmedabad, who has joined us. And Chef, you have been exploring the different kitchen rooms, you've been seeing the students, and definitely you've heard about the collaboration as well. We would like to basically hear from you and, of course, get your feedback on this entire competition first round.
First of all, thank you so much, IHM, for giving me opportunity to judge the kids. It has been a wonderful journey to judge these little talent of people around us. And first of all, I'll talk about the setup of what IIHM has done it. I mean, it's phenomenal. Everything is very well organized, and there is no scope of here and there. Each room has their own chefs who are dedicated to 5-10 people and exploring them, judging them, asking them questions, guiding them in the right direction. Fantastically well. Thank you so much. And when we talk about these young kids talking about soya products, soya flour, soya texture, soya protein, I mean, it's simply amazing. When during my kids' days, I never heard about it. I mean, to be honest, nothing hidden. But I have learned a lot of things from them. I'm sure that I will try out few dishes, exploring, putting my ideas into it, and plating up and give it to my customers. I mean, they have really opened my eyes.
Chef, what have been your favorite dishes until now? Something which you have in fact found very, very, fantabulous and of course very, very surprising as well. Because soya and vegan food is something which is again coming up very well, but we didn't really know until this happened as to what kind of cuisines.
Exactly, what scope that they have. I mean,
That's
some
right.
very unique uses of the product. So has anything really, given you a very awe-inspiring version of, wow, I didn't think of this?
It's not one. So to be honest, I'm a Punjabi. I love soya chap. It's a vegetarian version of everything, and we have a lot of we eat a lot of soya chunks, soya granules, soya chaps at home, and that to go outside when it's a Tuesday where I don't eat non-veg. So things which impress me is the Nargisi Kofta,
right?
Where the little lady has expressed her feelings on the Nargisi Kofta without judging, without experimenting too much. There is something called kakori kebab. It's really fantastic. I learned how to marinate soya chunks with a tikka masala and put it on a skewer and grill it over a griddle or oven. That again, it's inspiring. There is something called soya thali peet, which is a Maharashtrian dish, and they are converted into the whole concept. There's one guy who made soya kurma, which is typically a South Indian dish with coconut oil and coconut milk.
Right.
Soya keema masala. There are a few other dishes, but yes, this whole concept of soya has really put me that there is something we can do in vegetarian also.
Amazing, Chef.
It's a fantastic journey. I mean, it's 1 hour been very creative for me to learn. I mean, I look for opportunity to learn here and there. It's small tidbits, but it's very difficult to cook at home. After you have been trained in hotels with big ranges, big pans, big ladles, big equipments, bigger areas. And I was cooking at home during my lockdown period. It was really difficult. It was not an easy job. I mean, something gas goes off, something else goes off, something you don't find the right spoon at the right place. I mean, things happen, but kids are doing a fantastic job. Thank you to all you, I mean, all your guidance, all you guys.
Thank you so much, Chef. It is incredible to have you today here, participate in this as our judge and definitely give us such great support. And your feedback has been incredible, Chef, and that's going to be going a long way with all of us as educators and definitely with the children. Thank you very, very much, Chef.
Thank
you. Hope you really loved the entire day that you've spent with us today.
Absolutely.
And we look forward to having you again back with us very, very soon once again, Chef.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Chef.
Thank you, Chef.
Bye.
Have a wonderful day.
Bye.
Right. Gentlemen, that was Chef Vaibhav, who was joining all the way from Renaissance, Ahmedabad, and who, in fact, was so awed, and of course, pleasantly surprised by the different kind of cuisines and exploration by our students in their kitchens, on soya meals. So now let's go ahead and basically hear from our sponsors as to what they basically think, and of course, get to know the different support systems that they have in fact given to this great collaboration. And we've got some amazing collaborations so far, and of course the sponsors. And who would that be, Sam? What do you think?
We have been blessed to work with some amazing sponsors, including BioNutrients, Sonic Biochem, Soy Vita, Soy Fit, the International Flavors and Fragrance, and PCK Agro. They have lent us a lot of support for this competition that has happened. They have given us a lot of products that the students have used today in this competition. So we will take a moment to hear from them right now, and then we'll be back to talk to more of our, chefs and industry experts that have joined us today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and thank you so much, sponsors.
Soy Vita is a soy protein-based brand which is set out to make a difference in the way the world eats. We help those people who refrain from eating or drinking dairy products. There exists a common myth that dairy products are irreplaceable, but we are here to bust that very myth. Although dairy products are good for health, there is no need to exploit another living being. This is why we have brought about the idea of using soybeans instead of dairy products. Soy products like soy milk, soy butter and tofu not only replaces milk, but also provides additional health benefits. Let us now look into what we do to meet your daily nutritional requirements. We have a sophisticated system to blend the soybeans and extract protein from it. We then add carbohydrates and flavors to make the protein healthy and delicious. Currently, we have 9 variants of products. These 9 variants are more than enough to satisfy your daily protein diet to keep you energetic throughout the day. We chose the flavors such that it tastes really well with soy. We wanted to make our flavors enjoyable so that you can have it as your preferred morning drink. But why would people not want milk? In plain thought, people refrain from drinking milk for 2 reasons. Some people could develop serious allergic reaction to milk, which is referred as lactose intolerance.
Waiting for my yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much and welcome back from the break. We are here again back in the Bangalore studio, and we have with us here today Chef Daniel Koshi, of course, executive chef of GW Marriott in Bangalore, and of course, a great support system for us throughout so many years that we have had, our campuses out here. Chef, you have been one of our chief judges today for the event, and we would like to hear from you as to what you think about this collaboration and, of course, the fantastic work that the students have been doing in their kitchens. Over to you, Chef.
Absolutely, because it's the product for the future, and that's what the food scenario is. People are moving away towards vegetarianism, and protein products which are non-vegetarian in nature is the way forward. And people, the students, when we are interacting with them, they have started thinking out of the box in terms of making sure that the flavor profiles are being maintained when they are creating something, not just creating for the sake of creating something new in terms of innovation, but coming up with the reasons behind it. And that means they are very well used to the nuances, the smaller nuances which are involved in creating recipes. And seeing that really got me excited, because that shows that there is a support system which is in place, which is making them go through it, and they would be the future superstars. So very excited to see that.
Right. Chef, we want to basically ask you also something which is very interesting. Out of so many dishes that you went ahead and judged, which one or how many did you find very, very different and, of course, surprised you pleasantly?
Quite a few of them have thought out of the box in terms of using soya, but they have kept in mind that it doesn't have a taste of its own. It's a bland product. So if you just add to the dish or gravy, it will not suffice. If you replace a fish which has its own taste to it, so I was trying to find out what is it that they have done. And most of them, surprisingly, I shouldn't be surprised knowing the support system in place, have ensured that the flavor which is going to miss from a fish or a chicken or a lamb which has its own taste to it, they have tried to add it to the dish. So a person using a kakuri kebab, I heard one of them making kakuri, which is basically minced meat with all the spices. He has tried replicating it, and he has. I was pleasantly surprised, because otherwise, normally, what would happen? Otherwise, normally, what would happen is that if you make with soya a kakuri kebab, you may end up with a very bland product. But with the spices which he has used, I think it will be a roaring success.
Wonderful, Chef. Sam, do you have anything
Thank
to
you.
share?
So, Chef, first of all, thank you so much for your time today. I'm sure that,
Yes.
we've seen a lot of good participation from the students. Like how we spoke while we were in the kitchen earlier, we were talking about, the impact of soya-based products and how that's going to really change the way we use it in our kitchens down the line. So would you have anything to add on that content for our audience?
See, with passage of time, people have started using soya in a big way, because it's like mock meats. People want to experience the flavors of chicken and fish, or for that matter, lobster, or for whatever. But soya is a medium, which is a very nice medium to impart that flavor and start using it in various products. It's healthy as well, and its carbon imprint, which it gives out, is very minimal. So you end up with a win-win situation for everyone for the future. So that's what the product is, and that's why people are so excited about using it as part of the mock meats, or for that matter, substituting non-veg with the soya. So it's the thing for the future. I keep repeating, but currently also it's being used in most 5-star hotels as soya lazeez or soya chop, and into various gravies. So which was not the case a few years back. But people have realized the potential and started using it and experimenting with it.
Wonderful, Chef. Thank you so much for your time today. Thank you so much for being
Thank you.
a judge with us today, and spending your time with the students and giving your valuable feedback to them on while they were preparing their dishes today. We really appreciate you having you with us today, and it's a wonderful collaboration. Thank you so much.
Thank you
for all the time.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure giving back to the current generation, which is coming through the lines in terms of IIHM. And it's because they have to carry forward the flag. They are the flag bearers for the future. And it's always a pleasure sharing from our experience to them, so that for them to understand and realize and shape their career forward.
Of course, Chef, and we are truly, truly grateful for that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
so much, Chef.
Pleasure.
Very
It's
much.
always a pleasure.
Thank you very much, Chef. Have
Thank
a great day.
Thank you.
Hi, Sanchari ma'am. Hi, Samantha. We have Chef Dwipen with us. I'll take a
right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are back to the studio, myself and Samantha. We have been having some incredible time with a lot of our, chief judges of the event who has been joining us in the studio. And of course, they were telling and explaining about, their entire experiences. And so much of support they have in fact gone ahead and given us,
and also so much of wonderful feedback, ma'am, for the dishes, for the innovative food that the students have come up with, for their wonderful use of soya as a protein, and how they've been very smart and thoughtful about how they have put their dishes together.
Absolutely, Samantha. And to go ahead with the legacy and continue it, we again have another, our chief judge, who happens to be Chef Deopen Goswami, who's the executive sous chef of Taj Exotica Goa. All the way from Goa, such a wonderful, one of our best, I think, cities. And Chef, welcome here. And we are so happy to have your encouragement and support to the entire team. You have been judging all the different cuisines since morning. And your smile says a lot that you have been enjoying that as well.
No, thank you so much. It was like a very, new experience as for me, interacting online with different students also. And I'm very happy to, see the enthusiastic, participants. All of them are, they are into the things only. They are on the right track only. So they want to, innovate the things, do new things. And this is a very good things for, for the chef fraternity, coming years. So they are, I'm amazed and, I'm surprised to see some students so innovatively they have worked. Like if you see in industry, if someone is there for 2-3 years, so it is like basic time for a chef. You need to give lots of time in the kitchen only. But within a span of very, limited period, they have developed in such a way, and I'm amazed to see that kind of brilliant student in your campus.
Wonderful, Chef. Chef, out of so many dishes that you have gone ahead and judged, we would like to definitely want to know from you what has been the most inspirational dishes for you, which you're going to be taking ahead maybe in life and innovating yourself.
Yeah. No, there is a varieties of product they have produced, like how they have done some sort of fusion cooking between Indian, continental, and little bit touch of Asian also. So that's how, like, how can be kofta can be an interesting things, like as I say. And giving the protein in today's day, everybody wants to have more of protein and less of carbohydrate. In a hotel also the same scenario goes only. For non-vegetarian, it is very easy to give proteins, but for vegetarian side, it's basically now it's a soya. Everywhere it is soya only.
Lovely, Chef. Chef, what do you think about this kind of competitions in future? I mean, this was the first of a time when we went ahead and collaborated, and the first time, of course, a culinary competition of this scale and especially taking a vegan menu, and of course, soya in place has happened. So how do you basically, think about it as a futuristic goal?
Yeah, this will definitely boost the soya market in India, especially India only. We know when we are child, we used to have soya, but we used to have some curries of soybean, and that is also once in a month only. So now, after, if you are like this, chefs will be the future chefs, and they will implement in their menus only. So this is the way, like I am also like looking forward to it. I also learned a lot of things from this seminar, that going forward, the market will be more of vegetarian protein based. Thank you. And this will definitely boost the soya industry.
Absolutely, Chef. I mean, usually we do know when we talk about soya, it's just soya chunks, right? And we make regular soya curry out of it. We use it in just our regular sabzis, and it's not that often. It doesn't feature as a main part of our menus or our meals. But in the last day and today, I've seen them use soya chunks, soya cubes, soya, alternative forms of meat, soya milk, all these varieties of soya that we really didn't know were available or, were part of the market, and they've used it in such creative and innovative ways. So do you really think this is a trend that will push forward in our industry? Do you think that we really should focus on, learning a lot more of how to cook with these alternative forms of meat? And is this what the future demands from, the food section down the line?
Oh, definitely. This is the thought process. Like younger generation, if they think in the right way, definitely the customer, the guest will like it. It is the way you present it, how much effort you put into the dish, what innovative ingredients you put and combine and make it a complete dish. So this will depends on the from the customer loyalty side. The customer will like, they don't like a curry, soya curry. They want something very new, something which they didn't have taste in their in their experience. So that is the way if you put more efforts, that things will be in place.
Absolutely, Chef. Thank you so much. That's a very positive thought for us to take forward, especially when we are dealing with young chefs who are going to be the future of the industry. This is something that we can definitely use to roadmap the way forward, especially in how we teach them and how we train them. We really appreciate your time today. We have enjoyed having you with us today. We hope you have had a brilliant day as well, seeing all the kitchens that have happened and all the cooking that has happened. We are very grateful that you've taken the time out today and spent that time with us, and we look forward to working with you and having you with us in the future, Chef. Thank you so very much for today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chef. And ladies and gentlemen, that was Chef Dayapan Goswami, all the way from Goa, joining us here today. He was one of our main judges, and he has had a splendid time. We've had a great interaction with him. And now let's go ahead and take a small break and come back. But before that, we would like to go ahead and thank once again our sponsors for all the encouragement and support to the USSEC-IIHM Soya Culinary Competition.
And some amazing sponsors they are, ma'am. We have wonderful sponsors ranging from BioNutrients, Sonic Biochem, Soy Vita, Soy Fit, International Flavors and Fragrances, and PCK Agro. Some amazing companies that have really helped us and helped our students by providing them the products that they have used today and really bringing forward this knowledge and awareness of soy in the industry right now when it comes to food.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. And let's go ahead and take a small break and come back.
Soy Vita is a soy protein-based brand which is set out to make a difference in the way the world eats. We help those people who refrain from eating or drinking dairy products. There exists a common myth that dairy products are irreplaceable, but we are here to bust that very myth. Although dairy products are good for health, there is no need to exploit another living being. This is why we have brought about the idea of using soybeans instead of dairy products. Soy products like soy milk, soy butter and tofu not only replaces milk, but also provides additional health benefits. Let us now look into what we do to meet your daily nutritional requirements. We have a sophisticated system to blend the soybeans and extract protein from it. We then add carbohydrates and flavors to make the protein healthy and delicious. Currently, we have 9 variants of products. These 9 variants are more than enough to satisfy your daily protein diet to keep you energetic throughout the day. We chose the flavors such that it tastes really well with soy. We wanted to make our flavors enjoyable so that you can have it as your preferred morning drink. But why would people not want milk? In plain thought, people refrain from drinking milk for 2 reasons. Some people could develop serious allergic reaction to milk, which is referred as lactose intolerance. The other kind of people is who refrain to drink milk for personal or ethical reason. Either way, we help you turn that around. Drinking a power-packed protein-infused fibrous meal is never a bad idea. Take little water in a glass and add 2 tablespoons of the protein and add 200 milliliters of water. There is no need to add anything other than protein mix and water, not even sugar. From day born until your last day, anyone from any age group can consume our products round the clock, be it morning, noon or at night. We, at Soy Vita, are not making big claims nor are we focusing only on profits. We are set out to make small changes that will have a big impact on your life and the way the world eats. Soy Vita, nutrition you can trust.
सुबह से शाम देके 100% to every काम. क्या रहेगा जोश? क्या होगी energy to do more? Yes. Soy protein and fibers, healthy energy packed in delicious Sofit.
Sofit, healthy energy to do more.
USSEC-IIHM, popularly known as the International Institute of Hotel Management, is one of the largest private hospitality institutes that imparts world-class education and can firmly pride itself for being one of the most foremost academic institutions of the country that offer globally recognized international degrees in hotel management. The hugely popular events that they host, IIHM International Young Chef Olympiad.
As the last dish is plated, they can only wait till
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Sam, it has been an amazing morning.
It's been brilliant, ma'am. Some amazing food that has been put across, some very unique and creative dishes, and some very inspiring feedback from our guest judges who have come in from the industry, who've had wonderful things to say about the students, about their preparation and the way they've planned their dishes, and the varied use of soy that they have come up with today. It's been a brilliant morning.
Absolutely. And the day has still not ended, ladies and gentlemen, because we are going to be taking a small break, and then at 3 sharp, we would request you to come back again, because we are going to be starting with the final round of the USSEC-IIHM Soya Culinary Competition, which happens to be the very exciting round of desserts.
It's absolutely something we've been looking forward to. It's the most yummiest part of the meal.
Absolutely.
And we have a lot of student chefs participating in it. It's one of the rounds that has the highest participation. So I'm looking forward to see the most varied, range of unique desserts that they're coming up with soy as a main ingredient.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, we look forward to seeing you again back with us for the very, very exciting round of desserts, which happens to be the final round once again. So see you in a short while from now. Till then, have a great, great afternoon ahead and stay healthy. Thank you so much from the IIHM Bangalore Career Studio.
Absolutely. Thank you.